All right, Chicago, Illinois. All right, black folks, we got to do better. And when I know I'm saying we, even though I know a lot of us would never engage in this type of behavior, I know a lot of us would never do this. But I'm going to put us all in one pot so people won't feel like I'm singling them out, even though I clearly am in the video. So I don't know what the hell I just did by saying that. Whatever. Right? But let's just get down to it. So at Jeremy Brown's funeral, Jeremy Brown is the man who attacked Carlisha Hood inside of the Maxwell's restaurant on 116th and Halsted, where her son ended up shooting and killing him, right? At his funeral, there is a picture of female family members wearing a shirt with his face on it that says Knockout King on it. Yeah, I'm not lying. I'm not joking. I'm not being sarcastic at all. There are women at that man's funeral wearing shirts that says Knockout King on it with his face. Come on, y'all. For real? For real, y'all? Seriously? Like, come on, this is crazy. That is so ignorant. That's super ignorant. And I know I've heard, some of the family members have said that's always been his nickname in the hood, and that's always been his nickname, maybe for knocking out dudes outside. I don't know. No matter if that was his nickname or not, that's crazy to be doing it in the aftermath of how he got killed. Seriously, that is come on, man. I don't care. That's nothing to celebrate. That's nothing to honor or remember him by, especially since the last images of him was him trying to knock out a woman, and he got his life taken behind that. Like, why would you think that's okay to celebrate or that's okay to put on? Like, come on, man. Like, I don't know, man. I don't get our people. Like, I don't get why people, like, what is, that shit is unreal to me. Nobody in the family say, you know what, y'all, this ain't the right thing to be doing. This ain't the right image for us to be putting out there of him, especially after we were, we wanted people to help and we wanted to see him as a father and all of this. Why would you be celebrating that image of him? That moniker of him, especially since he tried to knock out a woman in the restaurant, and that's how he got killed. It just doesn't make sense to me, man. Like, and I always say this, and again, some people gonna get mad at me when I say this, but behind every abusive man is a family full of degenerates who enable the behavior. In particular, large groups of women family members enabled and co-signed this behavior. Now, again, y'all gonna get mad at me when I say women and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But let's be for real. That wasn't the first time he hit a woman ever in his life. Okay? You can tell. He didn't think twice about doing it, right? But then the thing about it is, you got women family members. Like, again, I'm sure it was probably men wearing the shirt too. But in the picture, we can only see the women wearing the shirt, right? And again, men should have intervened and helped to raise that man better to understand he shouldn't be putting his hands on a woman. But you got women family members like wearing a shirt with Knockout King on it, celebrating his knockout abilities. Like, that is low level, low vibrational, and super corny on so many levels. You know what I'm saying? Like, the man is deceased and they praising his knockout ability. Come on, black folks. Like, what the fuck are we doing out here? What are we doing out here, man? That's like if your dude was known to tote guns and you talking about, and he got killed when somebody's shooting at him, and you talking about Mr. Gunsmoke. Like, what are we doing, dog? Like, no. You talking about that at his funeral. That's what the image y'all wanted. The last image of him to be was the Knockout King. And that's the last image we see him try to do. You know what I mean? And it ended up with him being untimely removed from this earth. So, like, again, I gave them a pass for mourning their loved one. I gave them a pass because they gonna mourn their people. That's what people do. Regardless of what we saw in the public, they're gonna mourn their people because they grew up with this person. They grew up loving this person. They grew up just with love with that individual, regardless of the image that the public saw, right? But this is just ignorant. This shit is ignorant as hell. There's no excuse for it. Like, and let the record show, he didn't knock that woman out. He did not. She ate those punches and spit them out like it wasn't shit. Okay? But regardless, I'm not even trying to celebrate her being tough, because she shouldn't have been she shouldn't have been getting hit by a grown ass man in the first place. She shouldn't be getting punched and assaulted by a grown ass man in the first place. And her son had to shoot this man to get him off of his mom, right? But wearing a shirt with Knockout King, this shit is crazy, dog. Like again, man, like you got black women in this man's family celebrating the wrong shit. You know, and I say black women. Again, because they're the only ones that we can see wearing the shirt. Now, again, I'm sure it was probably other people, including men, wearing their shirt too, right? And they ass ain't off the hook either if they wearing a shirt. They are some enabling ass, weak men to be allowing that to be done in the first place, right? But I'm saying women because these women, they looked at the situation from how their loved one died, right? They looked at their whole situation. They are women themselves. He died from putting his hands on a woman. And none of them said, no, that ain't the image we want to portray of him. No, that's not okay. We shouldn't be celebrating his behavior, especially when he was attacking or being violent with a woman. And, you know, and especially since they are women themselves, and women are part of the vulnerable population, you know, women, elderly, and children. Some people don't include women, but women are included when it comes to that physical violence from men, right? You know, and they're part of that vulnerable population. They didn't think about the whole thing to say, listen, we wouldn't want nobody wearing these type of shirts if a man tried to knock us out somewhere and he got killed by one of our family members. We wouldn't want his family wearing shirts that had this on there. Nobody sat and thought about that. Nobody said we wouldn't want that done. You know, we wouldn't want that being celebrated if somebody put their hands on us and somebody died. Like, you know, nobody thought about that. All the women just wondered, oh, we knock out King, knock out. What the fuck? Again, behind every abusive man, or, you know, it's behind every abusive man or a man that's, what's the word I'm looking for? Who is dysfunctional. Is an enabling dysfunctional set of family members, some degenerates who think shit like that is cute, who think stuff like that is okay. You know, and I don't know, man. It's quite crazy to me. It's crazy. Because I just think like somebody should have said, no, we can't do this, y'all. We can't do this, man. It's not right. It's not right. Somebody should have said, no, man, this is not the right thing to do. We can celebrate our loved one, but we don't have to wear them shirts. We don't have to celebrate his behavior, knocking people out. That's not okay. Somebody should have looked around and said, y'all, this is wrong. Somebody at the reunion should have said, hey, y'all take them shirts off, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Because I know people knew they were doing it, wearing them shirts. And everybody just let it ride and gave it an okay. You know what I'm saying? And we're like, again, as an elder, and again, sometimes people gonna do what they want to do. But as an elder, I got respect them elders, man. They don't want to remember that image of that young man. You know what I'm saying? So it's already this crazy situation. He got killed by a young boy, you know, and the image of it is all across the world now, all across the internet. So you want that to be the last thing that he's known by. Come on, man. Like, it don't make no sense to me. It doesn't. And then, again, I'm all for my people, for sure. But then that'll be the same people that get on here and talk about how, oh, they look at us as heathens and animals and degenerates, and we not like that. Look at that type of behavior. I ain't saying you should put all black people in it, because hell no. I'm saying them people that did that, we get mad if anybody they will be getting mad if other people outside of the black community look at them as degenerates. But look at what y'all doing. They get mad if black people look at them like that. Look at what y'all doing though, man. It's nothing about that is right. Nothing about that is honorable at all. I don't care what his nickname in the hood was, man. That ain't nothing to be celebrating and bringing to that man's homegoing service. Now, y'all want to nickname him that amongst y'all family, cool. But having that on, if I'm the pastor during the ceremony and the service, I'm looking like, boy, this is some ignorant stuff here. What I'd have been looking around like, this is what is going on, man? This is crazy. This is crazy. And again, when people enable that type of stuff, there's no wonder why. Again, I'm not blaming him for his actions because he chose to do that. But it really makes you feel like, oh, that's why he feel like stuff like this is okay. Because they celebrate it. That's why he think doing shit like that is cool. Because they going to celebrate it. They ain't going to say nothing about it. They going to let it ride. They going to let him do what he do. And that be the end of it. Nobody going to question it. Nobody going to provide pushback against it. He Mr. Knockout King. And they think that shit is cool and cute that he hit girls. You know when that man probably in there beating on his woman, beating on his baby mama, and did all that crazy shit. That ain't the first time he done that. And then they letting it, again, They signing off on it, enabling it by calling him Knockout King. And I'm like, come on, man. Like, for real? Like, this just low vibrational, low level, ignorant type shit at the highest level. I'm sorry, y'all. Machiavelli Mills TV. I'm out. Peace.